It's time to wage war on the drug cartels, and that's going to start with Donald Trump's leadership.
Today, November 25th, 2025, South Texas became the stage for one of the largest anti-cartel operations in U.S. history, as the FBI, ICE, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and the DEA, Drug Enforcement Administration, joined forces against Venezuelan cartels. The operation was triggered by a series of violent incidents, murders, and drug trafficking cases linked to elements of the Tren de Aragua organization, which had crossed the border and terrorized local communities. The wave of crime kept growing, more than 3.4 tons of narcotics, including fentanyl, methamphetamine, cocaine, and heroin, were uncovered during an investigation that began 18 months ago. The operation reached its climax today at 4:17 a.m. outside Laredo, where helicopters and armored vehicles surrounded a warehouse. The operation was named Operation Border Shadow, a reference to the shadow networks of Venezuelan syndicates. It was initiated by the FBI, HSI, Homeland Security Investigations, and the DEA Rocky Mountain Division, with support from Texas DPS and the RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, since the cartels had ties to a Canadian distributor. The target location, a massive industrial warehouse near Laredo, served as a distribution hub for 6 states: Texas, Georgia, Arizona, California, North Carolina, and Illinois. Political pressure added fuel to the fire. President Trump highlighted the record drug seizures, including fentanyl, which he said was destroying American civilization. More than 200 agents took part in the coordinated raids, deploying SWAT teams, armored vehicles, helicopters, and drones. This was a direct response to what Governor Greg Abbott called the cartel war inside America, stating, "The cartels are escalating operations within the United States." The operation served as a warning to all Venezuelan networks that federal authorities are proactively dismantling emerging threats. Result: 142 Tren de Aragua members arrested, 3.4 tons of narcotics seized. The target of today's operation was a massive industrial warehouse outside Laredo, Texas. A true fortress of the Venezuelan Tren de Aragua cartel, serving as a distribution hub for narcotics and human trafficking. On the outside, it looked like an ordinary logistics center, surrounded by 18-wheelers, forklifts, stacks of pallets, steel gates, and cargo arriving from Nuevo Laredo, Monterrey, and Tamaulipas. Inside, however, hid the real core of the criminal enterprise: rooms filled with heat-sealed drug bricks, chemical barrels, encrypted devices, fake IDs, and cash counting machines running around the clock. The cartels covered their operations under the guise of legitimate business. The warehouse was used for processing, packaging, storing, and transporting narcotics through the I-35 and I-10 corridors, blending into the U.S. commercial system with the help of local logistics crews and freight workers. Federal agents described it as a command center, equipped with vacuum sealers, chemical mixers, pill presses, surveillance servers, and encrypted communications, resembling a mid-sized manufacturing plant. During the raid, agents forced their way through fortified doors, encountering false walls, escape ventilation shafts, and barricaded shipping containers. The site was not limited to Texas. The network stretched across 6 states, with similar hubs in Georgia, Arizona, and California. This was more than a storage facility. It was a full-scale logistics center through which Venezuelan cartels embedded themselves into American infrastructure, turning ordinary businesses into criminal supply chains. Agents risked their lives amid the chaos: firearms, escape attempts, and the discovery of a container holding dozens of trafficking victims. The operation freed entire neighborhoods from what officials called Venezuelan terror, or The surveillance of Tren de Aragua lasted more than 18 months, beginning in early 2024, when the DEA and FBI linked suspicious shipments from Nuevo Laredo to Venezuelan groups bypassing inspections. Their methods included wiretaps on coded conversations, undercover drug buy operations, monitoring trucks along the I-35 and I-10 corridors, and human intelligence work to map the cartel's hierarchy. In 2025, ICE joined the investigation, collecting data on 142 suspects, including U.S. citizens working in logistics. Intercepts included Title III wiretaps capturing encrypted messages about transport, trafficking, and collection, money. Financial flow analysis exposed $28 million per month moving through crypto wallets and shell companies. Authorities decided to act today at 4:17 a.m. after detecting a spike in activity, late-night shipments, and neighborhood complaints about truck noise. The intelligence preparation involved building a full crime timeline and mapping the network across 6 states with contacts reaching into Latin America. Tactical preparations included coordinating 200 agents, SWAT teams, CBP helicopters, and armored vehicles. The timing was strategic. Investigators had accumulated enough evidence to secure federal indictments against 15 key figures, including a Mexican kingpin, and wanted to prevent their escape. It was quiet intelligence gathering before the explosion. Agents took significant risks infiltrating logistics companies, turning the cartel's daily routines into actionable evidence. The preparation ensured 0 officer casualties, making the raid truly surgical. At the raid sites, agents encountered a wide range of individuals. From trafficking victims to high-level operators, a total of 142 members of the Venezuelan Tren de Aragua cartel were arrested, including warehouse supervisors, loaders, financial coordinators, smugglers, and enforcers. Many were U.S. citizens with clean records but Venezuelan roots. The leader was a Mexican national, twice deported, living under a fake ID. The detainees were held in federal custody without bail, facing potential life sentences for trafficking, narcotics distribution, and extortion. Seized items included 3.4 tons of narcotics, fentanyl pills, methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, synthetic opioids, over 10 million individual doses. Firearms, handguns, and modified rifles with suppressors. $3.1 million in cash. Crypto wallets. Encrypted devices. Fake IDs. Ledgers documenting $28 million in monthly revenue. Industrial equipment. Vacuum sealers, pill presses, chemical barrels, and surveillance servers. Every item formed part of the larger puzzle of organized crime. Rescued trafficking victims gave testimony about extortion and exploitation. Today's operation against Tren de Aragua will have long-term consequences. Many of those arrested will face deportation to Venezuela. Additional arrests are expected in Georgia and California. The courts have already issued federal indictments against 15 key figures, alongside the forfeiture of $3.1 million. Officials describe the action as the beginning of a broader multi-state campaign. DHS stated, "We are expanding with increased funding for anti-trafficking operations." Consequences: safer neighborhoods, rescued victims, and a model for multi-agency coordination. This is not an isolated crackdown, but a template for future sweeps. Federal agents emphasized, "The war continues." The cartels adapt. The operation signals the end of impunity for Venezuelan criminal networks.